Hey everybody, it is Car Grumps time. How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to the Car Grumps. Guess who's? I got Phil here.
The enthusiasm.
You like the enthusiasm?
I love the enthusiasm.
I try really hard about it. So, welcome back to the Car Grumps. We are a show of automotive irreverence that talk about everything from the automotive car world that is just pure insanity and everything that goes with it. So I just want to introduce myself first. I'm going to be Primo, and most people were happy with me because I got a 9 on my driving test. I am not happy because the last guy got out of the way. So
Sorry, Ma. Sorry. We're late. We had to dress up Dozer.
Yep. Okay. We have a problem here tonight. So let me introduce over here, which is going to be Phil, the mayor of Tunertown, the one and only.
No, there's plenty of me.
There's plenty of you to go around. Is that what you're trying to
I
say?
mean, all 350 pounds.
Woohoo! That's what I'm talking about. All right.
And to my right
is
we have the new and improved Dozer
Jay. Look at that, man.
Sir.
He looks perfect.
He is perfect.
Yep.
Y'all, we did you right, Dozer.
Yep.
We did you right, son.
Yep. That is quality right there. So, such an improvement, he says.
Dude.
That is great.
Oh, my God.
We even gave him the intro, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Cool.
We gave him his lower turds.
Yeah, that's right. So, yes. So what are we going to be talking about tonight? Well, anyway, before we do that, obviously, Dozer Jay tonight called out sick. We even had a guest that called out sick, but we had a great thing in the background that we were going to be working on that I said we have to do for a while now, which is talk about our automotive heroes. So today we're going to talk about our automotive heroes and who kind of got us to the places we are today. So Jay, I'm going to try to get some of these pictures here, so if you want to comment on them, I'm hoping you do.
Yes, and I'll read the commentary for you.
We are all about
aimed at this guy over here.
That's right.
Dozer Jay number 2.
Is that my drink?
Yeah, sure.
This one's mine?
Yeah, that's either or, whichever one you want.
I found mine. Okay, cool.
Whichever one
over
you
here.
want.
This is it. Okay, I got it. All right. Are we ready to mess this up?
Hey, listen, everybody, tag Dr. Pepper in the comments.
Right.
Just start spamming Dr. Pepper.
Yep.
Start.
And we did that last minute, by the way. So
I know.
Phil was killing it.
I was like, I wished we had a mannequin, and then I was like, what's over? What's over there?
The worst part is I'm like, oh, we don't have a mannequin.
Yeah, and then I walk in the other room, and there's a mannequin, and I'm like, and then I took a light thing, like the little light thing.
Yep.
Little light thing that goes around the lights. That's his head, and then we have an atomic racing hat.
Ingenuity level 20.
Yeah, I mean, come on, listen. It doesn't get no better than this.
Nope. That's it right there.
The only thing better than this is the actual Dozer Jay sitting next to me.
That's what I said. Yep, exactly. But he's not here because he's got cramps. But Dr. Pepper is in the chat. I see it hitting it up.
Yep, keep going, guys. Dr. Pepper. I know there's more than 2 of you guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the arms are lacking. There ain't no damn arms there. That's what I forgot. Too bad we couldn't get some like
the arms. Look, he did as good as he could.
I know.
With the time
listen,
he was given.
I tried so hard with the time and the Listen.
He had 30 seconds to put that together, and he pulled it off.
Yeah,
so I'm pretty impressed.
So.
That's right. Exactly. He's even got his own Dr. Pepper, if you notice.
Yeah, he does.
Right. He's on the top notch. So.
Look at that. What's up, guys? Thank you, everybody, for all the support, and thanks for everybody for tagging Dr. Pepper.
Yep. And you were saying before, if we get to 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Yes. Listen, so if we get to 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Yep. What happens?
We're going to drop a T-shirt.
Okay.
Well,
we'll pick it up, and then we'll drop it in somebody's lap.
We'll drop it. So if we get to 100 subscribers, we will come out with one T-shirt design, and then we'll work it.
T-shirt design.
Oh yeah, and then we'll work it. If we get more subscribers, we'll come up with another T-shirt and another one, and pretty much we'll make you guys work for the merch line.
Right, exactly. That's
isn't that terrible?
Here.
I guess so.
Why is that terrible? It can't be any more terrible than this.
I can't get over this.
Oh my god, it's so awesome! I can't. That is
shit.
the best, dude. That was such an awesome idea.
I wanted to do that the last time he said he wasn't coming. Then he came. I was like, damn.
We were like, I know what's going to happen in the future. All right, so you know what? I got to ask before we go further, though. Is what do you have going on in your automotive world right now? Are you working on any projects or?
So Junior's Juke sprung a leak.
Juke sprung a leak?
Yeah, it's leaking from the CVT cooler. I found that out yesterday. So that's yeah. So Dozer, you're now not the only one with automotive despair.
Yes. Well, he has some arms despair.
Yeah, he has he's just a set of breasts and a torso.
We needed to get the Dr. Pepper shirt. That's what the problem is.
Yes, I know. But you know what? Listen, the what is that, a GTR on that shirt?
That's Audi R8.
Oh, the Audi R8 it looks good. I like it.
I think it does.
It suits him well.
Right, yeah. So top notch.
This
is his
torso, his torso, the bottom of his torso. I don't even think that thing has a butt.
No. If you look in the screen, you can actually see kind of at the bottom of the chair there that there's no legs happening in that thing. So yeah. So what was the deal with the he says they never do anyway. So what was it? Okay, so what's the deal with the Juke and what do we have to do to get it fixed?
We just gotta Vinny! We gotta fix the CVT
Vinny,
cooler.
I have to say I've heard nothing but Phil talking about how he needs to hang out with you.
Yes.
For way too long. After he missed
I know.
The last one,
I'm like Vinny is ready to just kick me in the balls.
Yep.
And we talk almost every day via JB Weld.
JB Weld, there you go.
We talk every day via Facebook Messenger.
Yep.
The guy's become one of my very good friends, and I still have yet to meet him in the flesh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bad. That's really, really bad.
I know.
I told him he needed to meet and needed to hang out.
The only thing that stopped me Saturday from coming to see it is your boy was
laziness.
No, it was it starts with an L, but no license.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So my bad.
Okay.
My bad.
Right.
I'm gonna come and see you. Don't worry.
Right. Well, I uploaded the video footage. You guys have, in case you didn't know. We went down to Vinny's place to support his charity event that he's doing on because he's building. I want to say it's a Speedster. Vinny, correct me if I'm saying that wrong. So, but yeah, his race hot rod and withdrawals. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, so we went down and checked out that little build. A ton of guys came out to support it, and especially from his team and everything. And it was really cool to have all the people, to see them all come together and be a part of this thing, helping him out, doing his stuff. And I was really happy to be a part of it. So I was able to film some of it, and I'm going to get a spot. We're going to put it on the Aggressive Design YouTube. We might put it on the Facebook page or something like that. So yeah, so a little bit of stuff there.
Put a wig on. There's a glare. I can't with you guys today.
Yeah, right.
I can't.
We already started off on this kind of foot. So
Vinny. Also, do you still have that GoFundMe up? If you do, I know you can copy and paste it, and you can put it in the chat.
Please and thank you, because I've been wanting to share.
Put it in the chat.
Yep.
You don't push it enough, dude.
Yeah.
You don't push it enough.
Yep. And we need more people out there to help them. Vinny, hey, didn't mean to hijack the video, but yes, Phil, you need to get some coffee and chill, and that's very true. Some liquid death.
Yeah, liquid death or
America. Dude, that stuff I did not know how good it was.
It is so good. Oh my God. Yep. Listen, we'll probably have a better. You know what? Next episode we're coming in here. I'm going to buy a case of liquid death because this Dr. Pepper.
So we got to switch it up because Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper has not yet said
anything.
A cease and desist.
Yeah.
Why is Dozer so quiet? Because Dozer, I wasn't able to draw a mouth and eyes on him.
He has he's sore right now.
Yeah,
so we had to put the mask on it so that way
he was doing
he could get some nappy naps.
Yeah. He's this is hibernation dose.
He's doing really good though.
Yeah, he's sitting up straight,
and he benefits so much in that area. So
oh man.
Can't. So anyway, so for my stuff, what were we doing the other day? We were doing something with cars. Something broke. I need an oil change on the truck so bad, and I go out in the apparently when you move the clocks back, it actually moves the from spring back to winter again. So what happens is not only an hour, but we went back to freezing cold.
I know.
And my heater doesn't want to work now. So it comes on, it heats up, but it's like 2 hours that it should be happening. So I think maybe the thing. Oh, there it is. So
there it is, Vinny. Good man.
Got the GoFundMe.
So if you guys want to support a good cause, go see Vinny. What does that say? Kayak? I can't read.
GoFundMe.
Kayada.
Yes. Vinny Kayada. Yes.
Yeah, Vinny Kayada.
GoFundMe F3B9877D.
Yeah, you forgot the slash, but that's all right.
Right. Well, there's a slash in there too. Yeah.
Or you can just click on the link.
Right. and then Jay said, "You're gonna click on the link."
Yeah.
So there you go. So that was totally Jay. That wasn't me. Yeah.
It's like Kenny. Kenny from South Park.
Kenny.
Oh my God, you killed Kenny.
We would make a good South Park troop right here.
Oh my God.
You're going to be Cartman and I'm going to be what is it? I'll be Kenny or whatever.
Yeah. No, Jay's Kenny.
Jay's Kenny.
You can be Kyle.
Yeah, I'd be Kyle. Yeah, Kyle Broflovsky. Yep, that's the guy. All right. Yeah, exactly, Mark. You bastards.
You bastards. And also, I don't know if my buddy Chris is watching, but my buddy Chris Medeiros had a birthday on Sunday.
Nice. Happy birthday.
So happy birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday
to you,
Chris.
Happy birthday to you,
Chris.
Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you.
And
Yay!
And Jay says happy birthday too. So
yeah, happy birthday. I would make the worst ventriloquist ever.
We're failing miserably.
Yeah,
this was killer going to stick to cars. But anyway, so tonight, like I said, we wanted to start off talking about something that's kind of near and dear to our hearts, and that is our heroes and what those represent to us and how we got those heroes into the car world that we got us into. And I'm going to start off tonight, Phil, with you, if you would like.
No, we'll start off with you because I got 3.
You got 3?
I got 3.
No, you go ahead and do it. That's perfect. Yeah, because I got to look something up while you're doing it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
You're killing me.
Do you want me to do the first one?
You're killing me, Primo.
I can pull up the pictures whenever you're ready.
Nope, not that one yet. Okay. Not that one yet.
Okay, got it. Nope, so go ahead.
So, the first one is what the hell? Oh.
Yeah, don't talk about that one yet.
Jesus. You're messing me all up now.
I know. I had to pull this up later, so I wasn't ready.
You weren't ready at all.
Right.
You weren't ready. Oh, somebody's banging on the wall.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So the first one is going to be, we had him on the show, I think, 2 episodes ago.
Okay.
Electro, Javier from Import Evolution.
There we go. That's the man right there.
You know, he has just, he was one of the first people in the automotive community to really, he's one of the first, he's not the first, one of the first,
right,
to really guide me and just kind of, show me that, there's people out there that are still, willing to help, even though you're from a different club or a different, area, and he's been around for a long, long time.
Yeah. I think effectively he did play a key role in your growth as you started off, because I think he kind of like empowered you to do more stuff.
He gave me a real kick in the ass. I'm the type of person, like, you can tell me so much, and you can keep telling me, hey, you're destined for greatness, you're destined for greatness, you're destined for greatness. Right. Yeah. Here is one thing, this guy, the first time I met him, he came out, I was in Loyalty Lifestyle.
Yep.
And
I remember that. Yep.
And like I said, they talked it up like they knew him and stuff. So I started sending them messages on Instagram. I had no idea who the hell the guy was. Mm-hmm. And asking him questions, and he kind of guided me, but he was just like, he gave me choices and I had to pick one. You know what I mean? So I still had to make my own choice. And he just really showed me that, he had my back when he didn't know who the hell I was. And he came out and he grabbed the microphone and stood next to me on top of a rock wall in front of a bunch of people. And just like, I've never seen somebody just come up and control a crowd, but everybody knew who he was. I had no idea who the hell he was. Yeah. You know what I mean? I had no idea.
I just find that funny too, because it's like so much of that import evolution lifestyle that was really brought to bear on the events. Like for me, it was, so obviously we had Nappy back in the day, we had some other shows, but for me, because I was doing stuff with Hot Import Nights, and I'd really kind of come off of that by the time you guys did your show. I want to say it was 2015
2018 is when we did it. Yeah.
Wow, man, it's even later. But that was the thing, is I had gone from all these big events that I did, and really I had there was just two big shows. It was Hot Import Nights and Import Evolution. And I think it's funny that like people were like, had not gone to Import Evolution or didn't know what it was.
I had no idea, but still, I was just like, I'm still wet behind the ears, and I've been in this show scene for, I want to say, maybe 10 years. Yeah. I've been around cars since I was a kid, but it's just like being in like the actual car show, not like no little backyard like in a field car show. I'm talking about indoor events, right? Where like it's just, I saw cars that I've only seen in like pictures and YouTube videos, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm here, right? And and like right off the rip, I don't know, like I came with a S14.
That was Sylvia. You actually did. That was when you did Import Evolution. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. I knew nobody, and I went with it. I put all my fears aside. To tell you the honest truth, I have a lot of social anxiety. Yeah. And
a lot of us do. We're car guys, so
just to be there and be recognized, and it was just like, I was like, oh shit. And knowing that the first time I went to a show, I was like, this guy is huge. I was like, what the hell was he doing coming to a show that I did in a little parking lot? Yep. And he came out, and it's not he just came. He helped me in the biggest way, and that kind of really lit the fire under my ass. And it was just, and we talked about it after, and he's a straight shooter. He's very blunt. It's you did good or you did bad. He told me that. He goes, it was great. He goes, there's a lot of room for improvement. He goes, but your first one, and I had no idea. And the biggest thing, what drove me crazy is I knew no one. A lot of these people that showed up, there was a lot of the local people that showed up that I knew, but like I'm talking about like the heavy hitters coming out of Boston and Rhode Island, Connecticut. I was New Hampshire. I was like, holy shit, these cars, I've seen them. Some of them I saw in magazines, a lot of YouTube videos, like wheel sponsors and stuff and I'm like, these people are showing up to something that I'm doing, and I'm like, holy shit. Yep. And I wanted to go home. I wanted to get in my car and go home. I was so overwhelmed. It was crazy. Yeah.
And that's the thing is, I remember saying the second you posted up the event and then you put the video up on the event, which I thought was great, was you had a moving cover. You had videos inside of it. There was a air of professionalism that is something that people don't really catch when they do shows. And I did love the presentation of how the venue looked and how it was put together, and I knew you were gonna kill it right out of the gate. So,
and the funny thing was I winged it all. Yep. I supposedly had a team behind me, and they I was so by
you were on fire.
I wasn't even on fire, but it was just like I was alone. I was just like, there was people, I got you back. I'll help you out. I'll help you out. The only person who really came out and actually did anything was E. Yeah. He came out, and a lot of people did. The people who showed up and stuff, but I'm just talking about it's just like with the show in general was E in the car community. You know what I mean? I had my stepmother there. She was on fire. She is a big. She is a
nice.
She's a big reason why I that I still in it that I still like. I have the motivation to do it. You know what I mean? Yep. And then I have my team, Silver City Stance. They're up my ass like it's nobody's business, and they want to get stuff done. I'm lazy. Yep. I'm lazy. Between my club and my stepmother, I have a like a fire lit under my ass that I can't put it out as much as I want to. Right. But it's just like, you know, and after the 2018 bang, I was just like,
Glenn says she is the world.
She is. Listen, I never thought, you know, I never thought somebody would come into my life from outside and make an impact on my world so much and be so supportive, you know, and I don't have a picture of her, but she's one of my heroes too. You know what I mean? So there's 4. You know,
so
she's
how many people did it show up for the show?
Didn't
or did?
Yeah, I don't know. I was expecting 20 tops. Yeah, and I filled every parking lot. I filled the grass area, and then I was putting them in between the parking spots, like in the actual driving, because it's just. And then there were still people that we had to turn away, and that was the first one I ever did. And every car show that I'm involved in, I wing it. Yeah. There's no plan. My team gets so pissed. They're like, we got to come up with a plan. I was like, no, we're just gonna wing it. Right. You know, and it's a blessing and a curse. Yep. But you know, E really showed me, and I can't thank him enough. He really showed me a lot of tips. He gave me a lot of tips. He showed me a lot of tricks. You know, I go to a lot of shows and I walk around, but I take in what they're doing. I pay attention to what they're doing, and it's awesome. Yeah.
Now, Vinny says his first big indoor show was Hot Import Nights in Philly, and it was incredible. It was probably 2005 maybe. And he says he's old, so I don't. You're not old, like really. So, but anyway, I mean, you could be Jay Soar's old.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how old that mannequin is. But
Jay Soar's lampshade.
Yeah. I don't know. The lampshade might be old, but the guy isn't.
Jay Dozer Lampshade.
There you go. We changed the name. Is that how that worked? You think he's still tuned? Are you still tuned in, Jay?
Jay, you still there? He's quiet. He's like,
he's starting to
bastards. Yeah. He's too quiet. He's making me nervous.
You're replaced with a mannequin.
Yeah, he's like, broken. That's it. I'm done.
I'm out.
I'm done. Oh, he's still
there.
Here.
Okay, cool. All right, I felt better now.
So now, do we get to switch off to you, or do I get to go to number 2?
You go to number 2.
All right. So you need
this one.
No. That's the last one.
That's the last.
You
one.
need to pan. You need to pan the camera over right there.
Where?
This guy.
Me? I didn't do anything. I am not responsible for anything.
You shut up.
I didn't do it.
You shut up. You shut up. You are the first.
Yes.
Person
to bring a mannequin into the show.
To ever tell me to look me straight in the face, and tell me that, you know, I can do it. And how many times did I tell you you're full of shit?
I don't know. I lost count.
I told you every time that you were full of shit, and you, sir, are one of my heroes also, because you know, like that. I've learned a lot. I'm still learning a lot from you, actually, you know.
Thank
you. Some of the stuff
I am teaching you all the worst lessons possible, and Glenn can vouch for that.
No, absolutely. No, it's shit. Listen, if it wasn't for you saying to keep telling me, and you kept on me, and I don't know why, and I still I remember every time you told me.
Yep.
Every time you told me, you got it, and I looked at you and I'm like, dude, I was like, there's 50 million other people out there who know what they're doing. I have no idea. This man begged me to do a car show. What up, Mikey?
Says, what's up?
Mikey's Mementos.
Yep.
You are one of the first people to ever tell me that, you know, I could do it. And I'm like, dude, you are... I want to know what kind of drugs you were on. But it's just like... But the funny thing is there's more people out there.
Thank you.
There's more people out there who can attest to what I'm saying with, you know, you are very motivational, and you push people to do awesome things. You know what I mean? You make them realize that they got something in them, right? And you push them.
Yeah.
You know,
I try to see the good in everybody.
Do you know how hard? Do you know how hard it is to be serious with it?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a lot easier.
Right.
Mannequin
Glenn
Jay.
says Phil has never shared with me, so there you go.
I don't share with. I mean, but it's not every day somebody says, "Hey, who's your hero?" Right. It's not every day that, like,
That's
you know.
True. Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, you know. Usually I'm funny and I'm goofy and everybody's usually laughing. Everybody's probably falling asleep behind the TV or the phone by now.
No,
but you know, I think it's
important. That's the thing is people out there, if you have people that are in the automotive community that you want to give a shout out that's your hero, this is the space to do it. Right here on Facebook, on YouTube, on Kick, on Twitch, on all this stuff. Like and subscribe. All those people out there, whether you're seeing this video right now or seeing it 20 years from now, put it in the comments and give that person a shout out because it matters. So
no, it does. You know what I mean? Like recognizing people for them being your hero or somebody that you look up to. it's a humbling thing. Right. I actually had somebody that told me that, you know, they look up to me and that I'm an inspiration to them. And I looked at him and I was like, "How many drinks have you had, dude?" I was like, I am the worst role model, hero, inspiration you could ever have in your life. Yeah. But, you know, I mean, to each their own. Yeah.
Well, that's the beauty of it is that I think that good people don't ever really see their own value because they're not doing it for gain. They're doing it for the people that they work with.
And it's a very humbling thing. Mm-hmm. It's very like to take it in is a lot. For some people, they're like, "Oh yeah." For me, like when anybody has anything positive to say to me, it's very hard for me to take it in. You can attest to that. Right. Mm-hmm. I'm very like, no.
Look at that. Jose, wrong. You are one of the most genuine people that I'm guessing he says he knows. And you inspire, Stephanie, you inspire a lot of people. There you go.
You guys are so full of shit.
See, this is what I'm talking. This is what I have to work with, folks.
Yeah.
Between this and showing Jay how to do stuff. Jay is so quiet.
I know, tonight. Jay. Come on, speak up, Jay.
No, dude, give some input. I don't know.
Come on.
All right. Very good input. I like that.
Yeah, I know. Right. That's awesome, Jay. Great.
Okay, so Vinny says, I gotta say, my dad, he's an old school muscle car hot rod guy. I'm a car guy because of him, and I'm also a musician because of him. Shout out to you musicians. Okay. And he's an incredible blues bassist, and that alone makes me like him. So, yeah.
Rock on, rock on.
Think. Oh, wait a minute. He brought up the smart car.
Oh, it's in the parking lot.
Boy.
Where is it? Bam! Look at that thing.
Yep.
Just look at that.
It is out in the parking lot right now, and I still love it.
I got stuck on a little piece of wire leaving the house today.
There you go.
Yeah, it just dragging balls all the way down.
So yeah, okay. You know what? I will. So I'll give you a break from yours because you were being very heartfelt there. And I appreciate
the
it.
last one.
So mine.
The last one.
What? Nope. No, I'm going to do mine, and then we'll go back to your last one.
The last one's probably. Oh, Jay.
Jeff Burgo is my stepfather. Got me into cars back in 1995 with his '67 Chevy Nova. Do we have a picture of that?
I think he does. I think that's the one doing the burnout.
The burnout one? Is this one?
So.
This one right here?
Is it that one, Jay?
One?
That one?
That one, or we got this one too, which I think that car right there
look
is.
At that thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's
do.
the one?
There we go. Yeah, that's the one. I love that one. That is so nice.
Yep. I know, Jay.
Good job, Jay.
Yes. On point. Shout out to Jay's stepdad.
Both are the same. Yeah. Okay.
Hell
cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then we have this one. Ooh. That's some more from Jay there. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Look at Jay. Jay's like,
I know.
Yeah.
Jay. Look at Jay. Looks all.
Suck.
Yeah.
I love you, Jay. I love you.
And we do, buddy. We miss you a lot. So we appreciate it. That's it. Both of us. Okay, cool. So anyway, I'm going to head over to mine real quick and Rip A Dog. There you go. That's who that one was.
Rip to Aaron.
Hold on.
Rest in paradise, brother.
Is that one?
Yep, that was one.
This one too, right? That's a different one.
That's his stepfather, but the one with Jay and his stepfather, that was his stepbrother that passed away.
Oh, okay, right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we miss you tonight. You know, we can go a little bit over that next show, too, if you'd like to. I'll keep the stuff images in here so you can talk about them.
Yes.
So, but anyway, so everybody wants to know who got me into cars, and that is something that's been kind of something that I haven't really pushed it out a lot. Like, I have a trophy upstairs from, like, 74 or 76. You're very welcome, Jay.
Love you, Jay.
Say it again.
Love you so much, Jay. Even Lampshade Jay. Well, I love you too, Jay.
Phil, you're the best in the world. But anyway, so yeah, and this is my grandfather, and that is the actual vehicle that cut my teeth on cars right there. That's the one I always talk about.
That is so
that people
sick.
were like, so we ended up going back to Virginia, and we were taking apart like my mom's, basically the house that she grew up in, which is there. Yes, the purple mic. That's right. This is Vinny and Tom Santos doing the top notch right there. So yes, big shout out to Vinny. You get too many shouts outs on the show. You might as well just come on and be on it.
Yeah,
right. But anyway, so yeah, and then like I said, people don't realize that. So my grandfather was a car collector, and that's something that I really didn't bring up a lot of times. Like he had so many different cars. Like he had the T model, the first fully loaded vehicle ever. He had a 66 Mustang. He had a garage full of cars.
Plethora.
And would just sit there and
Giant
talk about them
plethora.
constantly. So if you had something that you wanted to know about a history, you just walked down to his garage and there it was all the time. And I loved being there. And what's kind of a bummer is I had this vehicle was actually available. It ended up going to, I guess, basically like a great cousin of mine, and it ended up being stolen. So, ended up being sold. So yeah, exactly. Like, dude, I have a trophy upstairs where that thing won at one of the shows. I think it ended up coming in like top 5 or something like that. But
really?
Still, it was really cool to be able. I actually have a trophy from back when it wins stuff back in the day.
Did he buy that brand new?
Yeah, that only had total, I think it was 10 miles. The only thing not original on it was the fuel filter. So
holy shit.
So he would bring me out during things. It's funny because you don't think about it until later. He would bring me out, and we live next to Martinsville Speedway, and he would bring us out to the front yard, and we'd sit there, and cars would go by, and it didn't matter what the car was. He was like, go name what that car is. So that was where.
Knew.
No, I sucked at it. So
really?
And that was the beauty, because I was like, I grew up that way. So 5, 6, 7, you know what I mean? But yeah, a lot of the lessons that he taught me came to that. And it's funny because all the relatives that I had that was in the car business, so like Bill Wilson Auto Sales, that was my uncle. Like I said, we ran around the Martinsville NASCAR track. We knew all the guys that ran the track, all the owners and stuff like it was so funny. We'd go out there and the owner would walk up and just start talking to us. And I didn't know who it was at the time, a little kid. So, but it just was, you were hanging out with everybody like Kyle Petty and Earnhardt and all these guys, and they were all friends with everybody else. So here you are in the midst of them, and you're saying, what's happening? You know what I mean? And then later when you grow up, you go, man, I wish I could go back to that and hit myself in the head and say, because I didn't really, even with being into cars the way I didn't really realize I was into cars until a lot later. I'd buy the cars and get the stuff that I had, but I wasn't really doing stuff with cars. It wasn't until like 99, 2000 when I got with my current wife that I really started going, this is it. I'm going to car shows. I'm going to do stuff. I'm going to film like I wanted to. Yeah. So
99 and 2000.
Yeah, 99 to 2000 was when I not just before
it took
that.
You that long?
Yeah, no. Well, you got to think. So I had the '76 Buick Grand Sport from 90, 91 till about 92, 93, and then I would just go to car shows with my friends, and that was it. Like it wasn't as serious as I do it today. Like today, it's like life. And thanks, my wife just said you are old. So
you eat, sleep, and breathe cars.
Isn't it crazy?
A lot of people say that I'm a fanatic. This dude's got me beat by like 1,000 points.
Yeah, I literally everything is cars. Like I have a little bit of video games. But if I'm doing a video game, I am racing on it. If you know what I mean. I didn't realize you were that old. Holy shit, says Glenn. Thank you, Glenn. It's crazy. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sorry. My bad. Sorry.
I love it. Yeah. No, I want it's people got it's okay.
But I thought you were into like modifying cars and going heavy with the cars.
I wanted to be, but I just wasn't. Like I just didn't have the time or the people or the community. And most of the times I just
I feel like the community was stronger in the 90s.
No, not in the 90s. Like after I want to say 93 to 95, like, and it's not just what the community was because I'd kind of broken off from it and done stuff with like people were like, you got to make a family and do all this other stuff and basically take responsibility. And that's a longer story. Yeah.
Do the norm. Yeah. No.
Yeah. And well, the funny thing was my first official job, if you will, was a truck driver. So I really was still driving while I was working too. So why are you car talking and not zombie walking? We can talk about that later. But anyway,
what the hell is zombie walking?
I don't know, but I do the zombie thing too. So it is what it is.
Oh.
But anyway, so yeah, but yeah, so that was it. So like from the 80s and stuff, I had the 83 Trans Am. I bought what do you call it? I had the 76 Buick Grand Sport, and then I just went to shows and I did other stuff, and it was very small time. And then, like I said, I should have been doing more with my filming because I was filming, and all that stuff's lost to VHS land and everything. And so yeah, as I went to the 90s, I kept doing it. But that's the thing is, Walking Dead auditions. I have actually put my thing in, but I'm hoping that we'll be talking about something with The Walking Dead down the road here. But
I would love to be an extra in The Walking Dead.
Well, you can apply. I got the paper.
Oh, really?
Things. Yeah, if you want to. You would actually make a very good survivor, I think.
I wonder. I could see myself doing a small speaking role in the.
Well, the thing is they need vehicles too. So if you have that truck, apply with the truck and say, "Yep,
I got a few."
Right. Mm-hmm. And it's just nothing bright, no bright colored stuff.
Light bulb.
Bing. So anyway, so let's go to your be better as. That's the problem, I think, Mark, is everybody wants to be a zombie. I think there's just everybody, and I don't get that, that people just all want to be zombies. You have to be really lanky and thin to be able to be a zombie.
Yeah, no,
in the
I
series.
can't, no. I'd have
Neither of us are very
I'd have
good
to
at
get a
lanky.
small touch of anorexia
Right. Mm-hmm.
for a long time.
We're too big to be zombies.
I am just way too fat. Way too fat.
Okay.
Dude, you see this belly?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Remember, we're doing diet Dr. Pepper.
Oh yeah, you're showing them all the you're showing them the calorie count.
That's right. What is it? What's it say on it? Is that
0 calories?
0? All right. Yeah.
No wonder this stuff is shit.
Yep, that's right. Liquid Death is going to be our next brand.
Yep. Unless everybody
Dr.
can
Pepper,
tag Dr. Pepper.
Right.
Come on, guys. Come on.
What is it? Did Glenn say skunk piss? Wow.
Skunk piss.
Wow, I didn't know. Yeah, see, Mark says, a truck would be good for Walking Dead, and I agree with that. And Jay says, could be freshly infected zombie, haven't cut the carbs yet.
True. I mean, they do starve. They do starve.
And I just know what they're looking for, so. I'm not going to say why I know what they're looking for. I'm just going to say I know what they're looking for.
Yeah,
but
you
anyway.
know a lot. Oh,
if it's cars, yeah. So Imtron says we have New England pizza and soda girth. I like that, yes. And Vinny says I got a fridge full of Liquid Death. And Vinny says he's going to be buying the next show to bring it. Right, Vinny?
Oh, yep.
If I can't bring the mountain to Muhammad, I'm bringing Muhammad to the mountain.
Listen, Vinny, I told you I'd come and throw your blind ass right over my shoulder, throw you in the car, and get you over here.
Yep.
Come on. I'm just.
There you go.
Give me the word.
Okay, so we got to get you to your third guy here.
My third.
And then I'm going to get. So, guys, I have something here at the end of this that is going to be. People out there do not realize who their true car hero is, and I'm going to introduce you to them at the end of the show, so stay tuned.
I'm kind of afraid now. I'm afraid. The seat's mine.
Don't be afraid.
Oh,
it's
you
cool.
make me real nervous.
Yep.
So,
okay.
The third guy, the third person,
yep,
is my dad.
Can I do the picture now?
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
You know,
Woohoo!
horrible picture, I know.
Hey, Dad.
But is my dad.
That's awesome.
And it's not just about the cars, it's just everything in general.
Yep.
But he is like, I think when I first started getting in the cars, I think he thought that it was just like a fad, like I wanted a cool car.
Right.
And then I think once
let me just show where that hobby went. There you go.
Yeah.
That was the fad, right?
You know,
it went that far.
And I think after I started like going down the rabbit hole, and I'm talking about like just straight like down.
Yeah.
He's everybody's hero, but he's my hero, like big time. You know, I think he started like questioning, like, what the hell? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Did he jump on board with it once you started, or was it kind of like something that you had to develop?
He thought it was cool. But he was just like, it made no sense. It made no sense. I think it didn't make a lot of sense because like you look at it and you're like, somebody's wasting a whole shitload of money on a car for what?
Yeah, right.
And like cars, just they really do something for me, and I don't know what it is, but I just.
Is it funny that we find calm in power?
What?
So when we have these cars, we build these big, huge, powerful cars that are angry. We go out to the track, we beat them up, we drive them like monsters on the road, and when we get out of them, it's almost like it's euphoric. You know what I mean?
It's like I don't know, and I still can't describe what they do to me because I don't know. It's just, you know, It's become, you know, some people have it as a hobby or a fad. You know, they get into it and then they're like, oh, life, and you know, I eat, sleep, and breathe these things, and he's come to realize that that's like my peace.
Yep.
You know, like when I was a kid, I always felt like the outsider. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you feel.
I always felt like, you know, I didn't, you know, and I was the loudest person, the most energetic person, the most just, you know, there was like a piece of me missing. And when I would get home, my father would bring these junk cars home.
Nice.
We live on 24 acres of land.
I just think having the junkyard possibility for any new car guy is such a cool idea.
You know, and we had woods, and I would take these beaters and I would beat the shit out of them in the woods.
Yep.
And I didn't realize until like later on in life that it was just, it did something for me. It did. Yep. It just, you know, it pushed me. And then I think like a light bulb just popped in his head, and he was just like, "This is my son."
Yep.
And
this is who I am. Yeah.
And he's just like, you know, I don't drink, I don't do any kind of like drugs or anything like that. You know, 10 days. I think it's been like 10 days now. I haven't had a cigarette.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Really, that's big.
And it's just like,
Jade, say congratulations. Thank you, Phil.
And like I have a hard time. I can be silly and funny, and I can make people laugh, and shit can come out of my mouth. And then when I got to get serious, like,
yep.
And like my dad lately he's really pushed me with this. You know, like I make him proud, and like that's every son's dream. And it's just like, you know, I see parents look at their kids and they're like, I'm proud of you. And, you know, that's cool. But I mean, I think when he tells me I'm proud, I worked really hard for it. And I can feel that he is. Mm-hmm. And,
right.
You know, he started going to the auction and he started buying all these cool cars. And I think that was like him saying, hey, I support you in what you do. You know, he comes out to all my shows. And, you know, when I was a kid, he was busy. He was busy working. He was trying to make sure there was food on the table. He was trying to make sure that everybody was all right.
Yep.
And he never, like, you know, you'd see parents take time off to go play baseball with their kids and shit like that. He didn't. He was working. He was making sure everybody had.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I can't thank him enough for it. You know.
Yep.
You know, growing up was different. And like now he's proud of me for something. Like I was proud of him when I was a kid. I could differentiate, like, yeah, you know, my dad's out there trying to make a living. He's trying to make something of himself. He came over here from Portugal when he was like 20 years old with nothing.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. And he's a workaholic, you know, and like, but now he takes my hobby. It's not even my hobby. It's my lifestyle, and he embraces it. And like he's proud of me. I can tell he is. He tells everybody he is, and I love him to fucking pieces because of that.
You know, one thing I like about it too is not only that, but like you've taken the stuff that you've been given of that pride, and I already see you starting to hand it down to other people and the other kids in your circle, and showing them how to get to that next level. You know what I mean? Like pushing them to be it too.
I tried. You know what I mean? I see a lot of people out there in the scene, and they have all the support. They have all the people like them and this and that and blah, blah, blah. When I started out, I had none of that. Right. I started going to the street races. I knew nobody. They were all older than I was, and nobody would talk to me.
Yep.
And like everybody was like, well, that's a sure fact of just giving up right there. Nah, hell no.
Yep.
There ain't nothing else I'm good at.
Dude, imagine like I moved 600 and almost 700 miles away from where I was born, and I was up here in, you know, nobody. I knew nobody. I didn't know what was going on, and it was like, what'd you have? And it was like, I liked Trans Ams, and that was in Countach's, and that was my thing. You know what I mean?
No,
so
yeah.
You had to have something that drove you, and that's what it was.
And like, you know, and I've never seen my father quit.
Yep.
No matter what. If you ask that man to move a mountain,
yep,
he would be like, all right, I'll move the mountain. Mm-hmm. He won't have no idea what the hell he's going to do, but he gets it done.
Yep.
We wing it.
Yep.
That's what we do. You know, and that's one big thing that I've learned from him. You know, no matter how like crazy or how hard or like impossible something seems, you can always get it done.
Yep.
And it's just like
make it Jack with the big smiley faces. I love it.
And that's something that I've learned from him. That's something that I've taken with me in this lifestyle.
Yep.
Because like I haven't quit, and like people are like, that's impossible. Oh yeah, you want to see impossible?
Yep.
You know, I got laughed at like with my smart car. He even's like, what the hell are you gonna do with a smart car?
Yep.
You know, and we got a smart car. Yep. You know what I mean? And it's just wild. Like, and I don't know. I'm kind of like ranting on because I just have so many things, and I'm trying not to cry because I'm a big bitch.
I'm gonna jump on this one for Danny because it says it's hard to network when you're starting out, and the thing is that is very true for the most part. But one thing I love about the car world that I've always been about it is a organization that it doesn't matter where you are in your journey. Unlike other stuff that you do out there, if you want to be an artist or you want to, you know, become a writer or a journalist or all that stuff, there's always some thing that you can do that's usually cut off from everybody else. When it comes to the car world, there's always a car show to go with. There's always somebody out there that's, if you put in enough work and you're willing to do it, there's always going to be people that back you up. And I just think that's an opportunity in the car world that we don't have any other place. And what people don't realize is that we have, especially here in New England, we have access to so many resources and so many connections. It's not like, I mean, the old forum worlds, people were trying to be famous because they wanted to be famous and just would say whatever, and it had little or no value. And now the the cream has come to the top of the crop, and the less stuff that people, there's no Fast and Furious out there. People are not patting themselves on the back because they know how to double shift in the corners or whatever, or double clutch.
Yeah, I was about to
exactly.
No granny shifting.
No granny
double
shifting.
clutching
Right,
like you should.
Yeah, none of that stuff is here anymore. The people that they're getting more and more pure of the people that go out and do stuff. And the thing is if you want to do an event, it's a lot of times if you have a parking lot thing where people are doing something, it is a parking lot, people push back on it because they want to, I think they do want to protect the scene more than anything else. And I think we're starting to see a lot of pushback. So,
no, absolutely. And it's like, it's hard. Starting out is hard.
Yep.
Starting out is probably one of the hardest things because you're in a vulnerable state. You don't know anybody. Maybe a couple of friends here and there, but like you really don't know anybody.
Jack says we made chicken salad out of chicken shit. We just added more mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's what we got to do.
Yeah, I like it.
You know, but no, starting out is probably one of the toughest things to do in this scene. You know, you can build a car and show up with it and just stay quiet, but networking is so easy now with social media.
Yep.
It's just people are afraid of people.
Yep.
And I think that's the biggest thing. The scene is like the import scene, definitely.
Vinny, you guys are doing great at pulling the scene together. Just keep doing what you're doing. I'm just going to say that right now. Because when I just went down and went with you guys down to your place down there was not one person that I would not be proud to call a friend in that group. So I'm just going to say that right up front. Did I interrupt you?
What Primo said.
Yeah, right. So the thing is, and I'm going to say this is something that's very cool about this, and something that I knew was going to happen when I designed this whole show tonight, was that when you do other events, like if you're probably a person that, every other skill out there that you've looked up to, there's a good chance that the person that you looked up to before you got into if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a police officer, if you wanted to do do all the stuff you did, you probably had somebody that was imaginary that you looked up to that became your hero in whatever that was that made you drive you to that level of success. And what I find so cool about the car world, it's so different from any other organization, and please, Phil, tell me if I'm right or wrong on this because I think I'm right, is that all of our heroes are people that were relatives, they were good friends, they were people that made a difference into our lives because they were part of our lives. Our heroes in the car world are not Chip Fuses or what do you call it? Guys from Gone in 60 Seconds or even the Fast and Furious guys out there. I know you say you did, but somebody else got you into cars and you left that Fast and Furious world behind because somebody cared enough to be vested in you. And that is what was so important about this world that is so different from whether you race or you do. Every time I see a race team, I'm like, why'd you get into racing? Well, my dad did it, or my family did it, or somebody supported me that was in my circle of influence that just wasn't like that. They were all close friends. And I'm betting you, I hope at least, that whether they passed or not, that those people that got you where you are today, there's a good chance that you're still friends with them now. And that is beautiful. That is you really do have in the car community mentors. And I think that's huge.
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. You know, if mentors are a big thing, like people who have done it.
Yep.
You get some of the assholes there that are just like, no, not going to talk to you, not going to give you the time of day. You like that, Danny, huh? The Dr. Pepper placement?
Yep.
I still can't get this. You like that. But it's good to have somebody who's lighting a fire under your ass.
Right.
You know, it's good to have somebody they're like,
or to
hey,
tell you can do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Even if you think you can't and they think you can't, just hear that, be like, dude, you can do it. You can get it. That's huge.
Yep.
Because people lose steam.
Yep.
Let me tell you one thing right now. If it wasn't for going to IFO 3 years ago, Yeah, exactly. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it wasn't for going to IFO 3 years ago, for me, I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago, and I went up there with actually Chris Medeiros, my buddy Dan, and a couple of other people, and I think I was the only one who went. Yep. I got to get my dad to go. My dad, I'm going to drag his ass on one of these Sundays up to New Hampshire so he can spend the day there with me. He's going to be bored out of his tits. Mm-hmm. I'm going to drag him up there too, Mr. You know, but it's just, I lost my train of friggin' thought.
Yeah, go ahead. Catch it.
Nah.
Pull it back together. I'm just relaying all the pictures out there so people can see that how special this stuff is.
Oh, I know. It's sentimental.
Yeah.
It's sentimental.
You want to get your dad up to IFO.
I want to get my dad up to IFO. You know, but if you don't have that person like pushing you, IFO. So, yeah, thanks, Dad. Just keep laughing.
Yeah, pull it in.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. And then we got back. We went to our hangout spot for a little bit, and everybody was amped. Like everybody was so pumped. And Chris, he looks at me. He goes, "You know what, dude? We got to start a car club." And everybody's like, "Yeah." And that night, that's where I was like, "All right." I was like, "Let's do, yeah, sure." And I told him, I said, "We'll go." And I came up with the name Silver City Stance. I was just joking around. Everybody was like, "Ooh,
it's a good name, yeah."
Wow. And I'm like, "All right, cool." And then it kind of like died off. It died off for a little bit. And I was getting ready to get out. I was getting ready to be like, "You know what, dude? I got to find another hobby." I lost my steam. I just lost it. You know, I was just like, you know, I think it's time to call it quits.
Yep.
And then Chris's brother Justin came. He's like, he just got back from Texas. He was in the armed forces. Thank you to all my veterans and active duty members. Thank you very much. Cheers to you guys. Mm-hmm. He's like, "Hey, holy shit, Danny." Whoa.
I know.
Wow, dude, you really
wrote a book.
Yeah. All right. Just hold that thought.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yes, because I'm still running with this one. I almost forgot again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was getting ready to get out. I was done. I was all done. You know, I was sick and tired of the people. I was getting aggravated because everybody was clout chasing. Instagram was starting to blow up and everybody was doing everything for the gram. And I was like, you know, I'm all done. And then Justin pulls in. He goes, "I heard we're starting a car club." Chris goes, "Yeah, we are. We're going to, it's called Silver City Stance. Blah, 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 blah." If it wasn't for those guys that night, I probably wouldn't be sitting at this podcast. I was getting ready to let it go.
Yep.
And they pulled me right back in. And
I pulled him back in too.
Oh yeah, you did. Because I talked to you about it right after. You're like, "Yeah, let's go."
Yep.
And I'm like, "Shit." I'm like, "Here we go again." But you know what? Like, this time around it was different because I have a group of people that, you know, they almost look up to me as like a father figure. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why. And I try to help out everybody with but they give me a purpose.
I told you, because you pay it forward.
Yeah, I try to. Mm-hmm. They give me a purpose. And like, you know, and I'm thinking, and I can't thank Chris, Dan, Lex, Justin.
Well, Mark just said, I think of you as a mentor. So there you got that.
Mark.
Do you want me to read this whole?
Let's go, because
Danny says, "Dude, honestly, starting out in 2021, I knew no idea what I was doing. I kept hosting a car wash, and the crowd was growing rapidly. It wasn't until I started hosting out in Taunton, I met Phil, that I started getting pointers, which was sick. I look up to you, heavy man, someone that has been there and done it. Coming out to my meets every time in town is sick. You've been nothing but supportive since then. I've been slowly gaining core experience along the way." So there you go.
And that's what it's about, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's showing the way. And it's funny too, because like I'm a prude.
Yeah.
I am not a prude, but
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I know. Wow. Like, I don't know what the hell. I don't know what a reverend means.
He did say plethora earlier.
I did say plethora. A
like,
giant
you left
plethora.
me behind, right?
You know, but poor Danny. And it was Danny and it was another kid, I think.
Yeah.
And they started hosting meets in the Kohl's parking lot. And what the hell was that?
1 minute warning.
Oh, 1 minute warning.
Yeah. We got to get the number one person that everybody looks up to and doesn't realize it.
Yes. Okay. And I came across on him strong. I was like, listen, don't be doing this. Don't be doing that. Blah, 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 blah. Being a complete asshole. But it was just my group has worked really hard with making it good here in Taunton. So people like Danny and people who actually want to do stuff and do meets can do it. But I turned into an asshole because a lot of the clubs, they saw it and they're like, oh, they're doing it and it's cool there. But they came in and they started just destroying the place, and we had to work even harder, and it sucked. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I kind of started coming off like harsh with Danny and other clubs that came in, and and Danny was like, just give me a chance.
Yep.
And I said, okay. I said, one screw up, dude. I said, you're out of here.
Yep.
I will not. I said, I will work my absolute hardest to keep you out of this town. Yep.
Jen says a prude is a person who is easily shocked or offended by things that do not shock or offend others. So I don't think that was the word we're looking for.
But anyways, oops, wrong terminology.
We do.
Thanks for the fact check.
We just work on cars. I mean, if you want to know an odd car thing, we got you back. But yeah, no, I think like you were saying, you were protecting the scene, and that's the whole point of it. And then what was the other one here? Brooks was SES is no doubt the best thing that ever happened. And then looking back at, I understand where that everybody was that way. We're protecting the scene, and I'm doing the same to other people popping up now. And that's the thing is we have it's Black Falcon and Force. So yeah, we have to, as a community, we have to be the leaders that people need us to be, and not. I don't want to say we don't need to be rude. We don't have to be punitive. We don't have to punish people.
I'm rude.
Well, the thing is
I'm an asshole.
There's a spot when people deserve it.
No,
but
absolutely.
The truth is, so here's the thing. I got to show this. I got to get this in here real quick. So this, everybody needs to realize who our real our real car hero for everybody is, and that is simply put, Mona Lisa Vito. The Chevy didn't make a 327 in 55. The 327 didn't come out till 62, and it wasn't offered in the Bel Air with a 4-barrel carb to 64. However, in 1964, the correct ignition timing would be 4 degrees before top dead center, and that's Mona Lisa Vito.
Did she really say that, or was that from a movie?
It was from a movie.
Oh.
You never seen My Cousin Vinny?
I've seen My Cousin. Oh!
Yeah! Now you know. Now you're like, that is everybody's hero, right? We just didn't know it.
Oh, God.
This whole time.
No, I think Vinny was my hero.
Yeah,
Joe
right.
Pesci.
Exactly. Joe Pesci was the best. Dude, that was an amazing movie, too. But being as a car guy and being able to watch that and having her pop up in it and just be like, she's doing the thing and she's supposed to be a hairstylist. She's like, no, let me tell you about cars. And I'm like, dude.
Oh, my God. And that
it was the best.
They were in like New York and they had the worst Boston accents ever. Like,
right.
Oh, like, that movie was priceless.
But she had such a cool accent. Like, it was so
she did.
Perfect.
And she had charisma in that movie.
Right. And the best part was that her whole power was not all of her stuff. It was because she was a car girl and was raised on cars. And that's why she was such a value to that movie. It was not because of that stuff. It was because she was a car girl. So therefore, if you're going to have a hero, that's probably the top dog right there.
Or anyway. I can be your hero.
You can be a hero?
I can be everybody's hero. I can be your hero, baby. You like that, huh?
It is good. Well, that's the thing is we've come to the end of the show today, and unfortunately, I know Jay. I want to thank Jay for coming out today.
Guys. No
when
problem,
he wasn't
Primo.
feeling very well. And
I just had to get it in. I had to come out and
do his thing, right? Yep. But why? I don't know, Glenn. Why?
Why, Glenn? Why, Glenn?
But yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. or
7-ish
or thereabout.
7-ish. Hold on, wait. Whoa. We forgot
something. Go ahead.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. Hit that button.
Hit the like and subscribe.
Follows, all the buttons. Yeah. So we are on all the platforms out there. We're on Twitch. We're on Kick. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on pretty much everything except for LinkedIn because I took it down from that one. But we're on both. We're on Twitter in 2 different spots. Jack says Glenn needs a friend, and we're here. Pornhub, yes.
Jesus Christ.
I don't.
Oh my God.
Danny is putting us on Pornhub. If you would like to stream us over there, Danny, I'm not going to stop you. But so yeah, and then Jen says go over and like
go
and
over to
subscribe.
YouTube, like and subscribe.
Yep.
So when we hit
100
subscribers on YouTube, we will
Phil will take his shirt off.
I'll take my shirt off right now.
And then put a new shirt on.
Oh, yes, exactly. Yes, that's the thing.
Yes.
So, 100 subscribers on YouTube. You guys, we come out with a shirt.
Yep.
So, listen, if you guys want it, you guys know what to do.
Yep.
A lot of you guys see my posts on Facebook when we come on. Share. Type in Car Grumps on YouTube. Go, Car Grump Jorts. I can do that for you, Danny.
Yep.
I can do that for you.
Don't tempt him.
Yeah, don't tempt me, and I'll get the shorty shorts.
Vinny says a creep supporter shirt. But that's easy. I already made them.
Listen, Vinny, where's mine?
Yep.
Where is mine?
He was okay. I'm going to say this for you, Vinny. You didn't go to the gathering of the clubs, and that was where they were. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen. So where's mine?
That's what it was at the gathering, and you got to go down and hang out.
Where's mine?
That's what I'm just saying. Anyway.
But where's mine?
Okay. So anyway,
but
and on that note,
where's mine? But yes. So YouTube, type in the Car Grumps. You guys can subscribe. It takes all of 2 seconds.
Yep.
Go on there. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your grandma. She'll love me. Don't worry.
Yep.
All right? Get on there and get us to 100 subscribers, and you guys get a shirt.
Yep.
And how about this one?
In what?
I will even have one to give away.
You'll sign it. The signed copy from Phil.
Yes.
There you go.
So you get us to 100 subscribers, we drop the shirt. I will sign one shirt, and one lucky viewer will get a free shirt with my signature on it.
There you go, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. It has been a great show. We will see you next time.
Love you guys.
On the Car